Well, the Bosphorus is very much part of the story here in Istanbul, and we're on the European side of it at the home of Galatasaray. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And what we've got coming up for you is group stage action from the Cup. It's Galatasaray facing Real Madrid.
Well, Derek, they struggled in that opening game, so today they have to get a result. But coming here certainly won't be easy. They're up against it, that's for sure.
Well, Jude Bellingham rightly receives plenty of plaudits because he's a leader out there on the pitch. What might we see from him in this game?
Well, the best players are the ones that can play in tight areas, and he can certainly play in tight areas. He wriggles out of situations, he can find that penetrative pass, and he's such a good player when he gets the ball out of his feet and gets shots away. He could be the outstanding player today.
Oh, beating his opponent with ease. He'll be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. Sané. Here's Icardi. And all the way through it goes to the goalkeeper. Well, he'd be disappointed if he didn't take that one cleanly. Mark Beavers. Federico Valverde. Mbappe. He's in with a chance. What a save. Just the clearance that was needed. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. To jump in front. And a fantastic diving save. Who can he pick out? Not the result from the set piece they were looking for. That's a nice looking ball. Pretty comfortable piece of defending. Mbappe. Well, able to close down the shot. Well, really fine goalkeeping. Good diving stop. Delivering it. Bad pass. Demir. An aesthetically pleasing attack, and it's gone through Icardi. He has, well, it smacks into the gloves of the goalkeeper. Federico Valverde. Eduardo Camavinga. Brahim. Camavinga. Well, sitting deep like this might be a dangerous game. Still passing it around with authority. Well, they couldn't keep that sequence going, unfortunately. Patrick Van Aanholt. Here's Icardi. Good-looking sequence. Mauro Icardi here. Mitsjö. Oh, this is looking promising. Well, he certainly caught all of that, but was never going to trouble the keeper in the end. Goal kick it is. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius, and he's in. Tremendous defending to stonewall him. Here's Icardi. Is it going to end up being productive for them? Terrific block. Oh, splendid header, but a fine save. A chance to nudge in front. Corner kick here. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, they can bring it out now.
Well, Real Madrid have certainly dominated the ball, as you can see. But with the talent they have on show here, the lack of quality in the attacking third has been a real disappointment. They need to play with more urgency to win this one.
The cross from Dani Carvajal. Well, at one point on its flight, I wondered if the keeper would have difficulties, but no problems in the end. Mbappe. Superb block. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. And that'll be the goalkeeper's ball. The referee has decided there will be just 1 minute of added time. The first half here comes to an end. Well, truth be told, isn't... Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Demir. Mbappe. Will take it away. He won the ball. And no way through. And space to cross it. Are they going to forge ahead? Another block. Oh, my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, here it is again, and he controls this shot so well. That's a really good half volley and an excellent goal.
So underway again here, 1-0 the score. A good and fair challenge. So plenty of forward momentum from Real Madrid here. Can he find the net? Well, when all was said and done, he's failed to hit the target. Substitution time it is here. Vinicius Junior. Well shown inside, putting his body on the line. An attack full of promise. Mbappe. And how about that for a save? And over comes the corner. Well, he couldn't get the header on the target, but robust defending. "30 minutes to go then. Attacking possibilities for Real. Sané. And a chance for him on the flank. Must score! That is not going to do. Well wide of the target. And time for the change now.
Madrid'de bir oyuncu değişikliği. Çıkan oyuncu 21 numara Brahim Diaz. Oyuna giren 11 numara Rodrigo.
Excellent challenge. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. Goalkeeper in charge of the situation. And there's the delivery. Well, far from the ideal header, and the goalkeeper had it all the way. Now, will the keeper have to pay the price for that mistake? And nearly extending their lead.
Well, it wasn't quite the finish he was looking for. He just couldn't quite keep it on target.
Sergio Oliveira. Gundogan. Oliveira takes aim. Oh, a good diving save.
Well, the crowd are doing their bit. Can they find the equaliser here?
Over it comes. Well, the keeper was always likely to do his job under no pressure. Now, got to tread carefully. And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind, but he wasn't able to, and that's a poor pass. Well, Real have had so much of the ball in the last 15 minutes, and they certainly deserve their lead. Another one here, and that would put the game beyond doubt.
Losing possession. Sergio Oliveira. Well, possession lost, intercepted. Real losing possession. Well, he likes to run at them. And he's taken it away. 5 minutes remaining, and one thing is certain, no one is leaving because it's still close. Well, it could be on for him here. Well, a poor effort when all was said and done, and simple for the keeper.
Well, he's made a real mess of that, hasn't he? What a chance that was.
Osimhen. Now, counter-attacking possibilities here. This could square the game, and it has! Such great excitement, and no wonder they're jumping for joy as we speak.
Well, let's look at this again, Derek, because the transition when the ball changes hands is so quick, but he's still got so much work to do. Just look at the strength he shows to hold off the defender and still get his shot away. That's a really good finish.
So in business once more, on the back of that very important equaliser. 1-1. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 3 minutes to be added on. And he's through here. Well, and throwing himself at the ball. Error from the keeper. Will they seize on it? Clean challenge. Osimhen. Good vision. Can he get onto this? Gundogan! And that is that. Full time here and a draw. The two teams couldn't be separated. What did you make of the visitors' performance?
Well, that's not a good result for them, and they're in a tricky position now. They need to bounce back with a win on match day 3, that's for sure.
Well, you know, when our colleagues in the newspapers come out with their grades for this match, he's going to get very high marks.
Well, they look to be a beaten team, but he just kept going, and what a composed finish it was. He showed a lot of quality today.